Aloha everyone, Stephanie Dutcher here bringing you what's happening on Maui. So for those of you tuning in for the first time, I'm going to start going over some information that has been in the last number of videos. So I would highly recommend listening back to those videos, getting up to speed on what's happening with the Minatoya list. You can also scroll down in the email, there's more information about what's going on. For those of you who have been following along, we have been waiting for the zoning council meeting to be finished, and that finished on July 23rd. At the end of that meeting, the council voted 5-0 in favor of passing the bill, despite the majority of the testimonies being in opposition. So obviously it's disheartening to know that our voice doesn't seem to really matter. I laugh because if not, I cry. So what this means is that now this is going to get pushed to the 9-member chair council that has to do a final vote on it with their recommendations on what to do and if they want to continue to pass it forward. I don't know if they have to have a majority vote, if they have to have a unanimous vote. I'm not sure of those details. What I do know is that that council cannot vote on this until an economic study is done. The zoning council made recommendations to the 9-member chairs saying that they wanted to do an immediate phase out of the West Maui condos because there's such great need over there. So that would stay on course for July of 2025 for those 2,000 condos to be phased out. And then they said and made a recommendation to consider doing a 3-year phase out for the rest of those 5,000 plus units, which is all located from Maui down into Makena, so on the south side of Maui. They also said, please consider the economic impact, which again, they are using an economic impact study being done by the University of Hawaii, which is not set to be completed until the end of this year. So until they even have that study in, no movement's gonna happen. What this means is there's a ton of insecurity and uncertainty in our market. People don't know which way is going to go, what's going to happen. If the bill passes, again, it's likely that it's going to be held up in court, which means that that could be another number of years of more uncertainty in the market. So if you look at the stats and kind of the figures that I sent you below, I gave you a breakdown of all of the condos that are currently listed on Maui and showing you which ones are Minatoya condos, which ones are long-term rentals, and which ones are STVRs. Just so you can kind of see a breakdown of what's been listing, and a vast majority of them are the Minatoya condos. And they're not moving, and we're not getting phone calls on them. I've got 2 of them listed right now, really well priced, really nicely updated, and I'm getting 0 phone calls on them. So what this means for you buyers is that there truly is opportunity right now. If you've been waiting on the sidelines saying, well, I just need it to be lower, I need the price to be lower in order for me to make a move, do you actually know what that price is? And if the answer is no, then let's start there. Let's just start there and figure out, well, what is the price that you want it to be at? And then from there, I highly recommend that you start putting in offers on these places. A lot of these people really want to sell. They want to be done with Maui. They want to move on with their life, which means that they are much more open to lower offers than they have ever been. So it's time to go find a place that you like, put in a low offer, see if it sticks. If it doesn't stick, you move on to the next one. There's a lot of options out there, a lot of options in each of these complexes. There's a lot of options out there. For you sellers, I know that it is very disheartening to hear what I'm saying. I understand that. But this is the truth of the matter, and this is where we're at in this market. If you are a seller and you have to sell, then please hear me out. Your price has to reflect. Because there is so much inventory on the market, price is the one thing that's going to differentiate you from the other condos that are currently listed. If you don't have to sell, but you just kind of want to see what you can get, then be patient. Just leave your property on the market and see what happens. I would put bets on that you probably won't get calls, you probably won't get showings, you probably won't be able to get it sold. So if you don't need to sell, I would recommend not selling, period. Just wait this out, see what's going to happen. This is not the time to exit if you don't have to. That's my opinion, and that's what I'm seeing. So it's a lot to take in, a lot to go over. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. I'm happy to talk to you in more detail. I've already been talking here for over 4 minutes, which is a lot. So I would love to hear from you. Again, let me know how I can help. All right, I hope you guys are doing well. I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.